Second. All right. All right. Come on, I'm streaming here. There we go. Oops. Alright, gonna see if this works now. Oh. Oh, fuck you too, then. No, help me. My frost spells are doing more damage than my fire spells. It's a sad fact. Oh, let's see. How much damage is my I'm gonna experiment with this. I'm gonna go Fireball versus Frostbolt and see what supposedly does more damage. Oh, I guess he doesn't count. What about you, mister? 315. 553. Okay, well, I guess I know when I'm spamming the rest of the raid. There's probably a talent to decrease the cast time for this, isn't it? No? Maybe? I don't know. Don't need any of that. Oh wow, my client just crashed. At least it wasn't my server. Or my PC for that matter. Why is that an invalid target? What? I'm so confused. Like how half the imps resisted that. That's maybe be something to loot. Guess not. Oh shit, no, 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 no. Fuck. Pull him back. Pull him back. Back. Blink? No? That was my fault. I didn't realize it wasn't reach yet. That's a pretty cool trick. I'm gonna see if I can't, pull these ones. I just blinked and didn't even go forward. Interesting. Alright, they're on the way over. I'm gonna pull them. Definitely want to make sure we're targeting the boss. Okay, fire doesn't do shit to him. Well, it does, but this would do more. And this doesn't give me near as much aggro. And it's a pretty brain dead rotation. so I can't complain. Don't need... Oh, fuck yeah. Gimme, 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 gimme. So many fucking people needing it. I got a lot of clothies in my group. Oh, I want it. I fucking want it. Being a Frost Mage is so easy. Like, why didn't I just roll Frost? Fuck the randomizer. You got like 7 less spells you have to cast. I'm just gonna send him in. Going balls to the wall. Nope. Blizzard costs 1400 mana. Flame Strike cost... Okay, so Blizzard is more expensive. But it means I get to stand there and do nothing for 8 seconds. Love it. Might as well just sub this out for Polymorpher right now. So I don't have to keep clicking it. Actually kind of want to see... Okay, that does full damage, I'm pretty sure. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and just go with fireballs here. Oh, shit. No, never mind. I just crit for over 2,000. Here comes another fat crit. Providing that I survive. Yeah, my blink's not working for some reason.
That's still recharging. That's still recharging. That's still recharging.
He's almost dead. They got this. Yeah. No. Waiting to see if I get him. Nope. Can't win them all. I'm just glad I got the robe. Well, my blink is really broken. I don't know what the hell happened to it. It's okay. I shouldn't really be frontlining anyway if I can't use Blast Wave against half the enemies. I wonder if I like need to restart the server or something. I don't know. Hey, look, the imps are back. Oh, it worked that time. Maybe it's geometry? I don't know. Beats me. Didn't work that time. I'm just gonna drink while they fight these guys. They don't need me here for this.
Would see its biggest surge for the next decade.
It was fucking insane, man.
Okay, guys.
Alright, I'm not watching this for the 5 millionth time.
And other places.
The world of
The earliest videos and forums. Upper Blackrock Spire raid.
I think it's a pretty good plan. We should be able to pull it off this time. What do you think of Derek?
Causing the death of the entire
Stick
group.
to the plan.
I can't move. Am I lagging, guys? I can't move. What the hell? I can't hear you. Oh my god. The eggs keep spawning. More respawning. I don't think you can cast with that shit. Oh my gosh. Get off. I got it. Get off.
I can't move.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
It was bad.
God damn it, Leroy.
At least I got chicken.
The video was later revealed to be staged, but nonetheless, it caught on like wildfire.
It
was
did.
shared across multiple websites and forums, making it one of the first videos for World of Warcraft to gain viral popularity. Onlookers were intrigued.
Man.
Word of mouth proved to be a prolific
It sounded so scripted. No, but like what you don't understand is like back then, people didn't think if something was scripted or not. Like it wasn't even in their mind. It was just like, this is a funny video. Wow, this is funny. This guy's so dumb. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't even, it wasn't even on their radar.
advertising vehicle for the game. It's hard to say today just how many people watched the video, as some of the uploads have been lost.
Millions
the
and
original upload
millions
on
and
Warcraft
millions of
movies
people.
today sits at nearly 19 million views, and the original YouTube mirror reached at least 46 million before
Holy
it was taken
shit,
down.
that's a lot.
And surviving mirrors today sit at a total combined count of around 24 million.
88
Regardless,
million
it's
views.
by far the most viewed Warcraft-related video, even to this day.
Oh
over
my
15
God.
years later. It was so popular, in fact, that it was later featured as a question in the trivia show Jeopardy, just a few months later in November.
Yep.
This role-playing game, out in 2004, returns to the world of Azeroth, where heroes like Leroy Jenkins do battle. And that would be the world of Warcraft.
Pathetic.
Fucking retards don't
Yeah.
even know it. That's a college championship. They don't even know it.
The Leroy craze wasn't the only phenomenon to spawn from the game, though. September of 2008.
It's like, I'm trying to think of like what would be the equivalent of Leroy Jenkins now. Like, what's a meme that was on the same level as Leroy Jenkins? Gangnam Style? Let
Oh,
me
this is
solo
heavy.
her? No, it's kind of like, I don't know. Harambe? Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah, yes. I think that's a great example. Harambe, it was as prevalent as Harambe. Exactly, and isn't that scary? It was, yeah, it was as prevalent as Harambe.
5 saw the release of the Zolgar upgrade, the final encounter of which was a boss named Hakar.
Oh, I
He
know
had
that
an
guy.
ability called Corrupted
He's an
Blood,
asshole.
which dealt some damage to a player, and if they were to stand too close to another, it would spread to that person. In a contained environment, it's just another raid mechanic. That is, until one player, intentionally or otherwise, managed to create a virtual pandemic that spread across every single server. The mechanic had one fatal flaw. By getting a pet companion afflicted with the disease and then dismissing it, it would persist when the pet is summoned once more. This person did just that, but
Yup.
in a crowded area, and spread the affliction to every nearby player and NPC, and as long as there were living hosts, there was no escape. In tech,
I love how this is exactly what happened with COVID. Like, this is exactly what happened. Is like they never really got rid of it. Like, because it wasn't like, oh, the people would just like they would you know, they would stay by themselves. Nope, they just run around and you know, it just kept happening.
entire cities became infected.
It was
by
real.
I can't
plagues.
wordplay it. Why is it saying I can?
Word quickly spread, and other players intentionally started spreading the disease.
Yep, just like the people
Ironforge,
licking things in
Stormwind,
Walmart.
Orgrimmar, every major capital city was a death hub and was uninhabitable by lower-level players.
Yep.
The spread would continue to go on for days until Blizzard eventually hotfixed the disease, but the resulting chaos remains to this day to be one of
It
the
was
most memorable
legendary.
moments in the game's history, and has even been used in real-world research of the spread and reaction of contagious diseases.
Yeah, it's real easy to be an asshole behind a keyboard and get away with it. Shows just how well shit clings to the asshole. Example, Achira and his band of dingleberries. You are added to the to be camped list. Congratulations, you have stooped lower than any other guild in MMO history. That silly fool has no idea what is to come.
Though there are many memorable landmark moments
Oh
in the
my
game's
God.
history, some are more controversial than others.
There
In
sure were.
2006, on the Illidan server, a player by the name of Phajin passed away suddenly from a stroke.
Yep.
And in memoriam of one of her favorite activities, fishing, her guild had decided to host an in-game funeral service to pay one final tribute to her. There were two problems, though. It was publicly advertised on the Realm forums,
And it was on a
and
PvP
Illidan
server.
was a PvP server,
Yeah.
where players of the opposite faction could freely attack one another. A guild, Serenity Now, saw the thread. They felt that they would join in to pay tribute, but in a very different way. Having snuck through a nearby tunnel leading into the zone,
Yep.
the entire raid team prepared to crash the funeral. As players lined up to pay tribute to their friend, the raid quickly closed in on the location,
Nice
and to
day
make
for a
matters
funeral.
worse,
Yep.
in an effort to roleplay, many of the attendees had unequipped their armor and weapons,
Of
leaving them
course.
defenseless against the surprise onslaught.
Do you remember the fucking video where, like, as soon as that happened, they started playing the Scatman? Like, the second this, like, whenever they opened, I heard it in my mind, you know? Yeah, exactly.
The funeral was quickly and easily dispatched. Serenity
I bet
Now
it
would become
was.
infamous on their server, and the crash still stands today as one of the most controversial in-game events in its entire history.
It sure
All of
was.
these moments serve a crucial role in the telling of the history of the game, and they would serve as a reminder of the reasons why it became such a success. It's due not only to its own merits, but perhaps even more drastically by the community that the world of Azeroth was comprised of.
Yeah, absolutely.
This world, however, was about to change.
How many of you have played World of Warcraft?
There he is, Mike Morhaime.
Due to the success of World of Warcraft,
Can't see
Blizzard
how
for the
much
first
damage
time
I'm doing,
held
if
their
at
own
all.
event, a convention centered solely around Blizzard games.
Holy shit.
named BlizzCon. This was and remains to be a unique
I should just use
aspect
frost
of the
spells.
developer to hold a personalized
Maybe
convention
not remains.
tailored to their products. A form of celebration of not only the games that they're creating, but also the already massive community that they've built. The strong focus on the community would be something that Blizzard would become known for, and it created a loyalty of sorts from the players.
It was like there were people that, like, for example, whenever Diablo 3 came out, everybody that played WoW, a lot of my friends, we all just went over and played Diablo 3. It's a Blizzard game, right? Whenever Overwatch came out, we all just went over and we played Overwatch. Why are they? It's a Blizzard game. Of course we're gonna play it. StarCraft 2 comes out, yeah, we're gonna play Blizzard game. Yeah, absolutely. And, like, you have to think about how fucking ridiculous it was that this company was so popular and so well liked that they could have set up. And this is like also, by the way, like nowadays we have other companies that do things like this. We have like, you know, FanFest for Final Fantasy. We have the Witcher convention that they did recently too. But back then, like, this was unheard of. This company was so popular, this was so big, that people would travel all around the world and all around the country to come together and celebrate how much they love the games. It was nuts, man. QuakeCon? Yeah. Yeah, ExileCon? Yeah, there's a lot of them. BlizzCon was one of the originals.
It felt like it was more than a game. It was a community of people sharing their combined love and passion for the worlds that they created.
You guys take care of us, man. You guys really take care of us.
Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft. Fans from around the world would plan vacations around it.
Yep.
Longtime friends and guildmates would meet each other in person for the first time. And BlizzCon as a whole would become a very crucial part of Blizzard's identity from this point forward.
Oh, it sure was.
The very first convention, held in October of 2005, a bombshell announcement was unveiled. The World of Warcraft is about to get bigger with the release of its first expansion, the Burning Crusade.
You are not prepared.
That shit was crazy. It's like, you have to imagine like how fucking, like how much you must have felt like you were just like, you were there, you were in it, right? Because like this game is like the biggest pop culture phenomenon of
I just got wrecked by something.
Like,
I guess
so
I'm standing too
huge.
close.
And then like you go to fucking the convention, and then like fucking Burning Crusade gets announced, and it's just like it won't stop.
Can't get
It
a battle
just
riff.
can't stop winning, you know? It was nuts, man.
Oh, we have an empty slot. Why?
The expansion boasted what players had come to expect from the World of Warcraft and more. They would step into the world of the Outland and progress through 10 more character levels, new zones, talents, dungeons, spells, raids, races, a profession, a new PvP system, and much more. It would add on to and improve in just about every aspect of the game.
It did.
But it's still 2005, and there's a lot of game left to conquer before players began worrying about their foray into the Outland. There were dragons to kill and DKP to acquire.
DKP, Dragon Kill Points.
Groups got left, even groups got right. That means 1, 3, 5, 7 left, 2, 4, 6, 8 right.
Oh god.
In the game, you had casual, hardcore, and everything in between, and there were some who took it even further beyond.
No reason to lose main tank, and I am blaming you, because I blame my... I can fucking do it. Everyone can do it. Do it right. This is bullshit.
Videos of more...
He's not wrong. You understand? They're wiping on Magmadar. Like, he's actually right. Like, yeah, what do you mean, like, you can't do it? It's Magmadar. Get up and fucking figure it out.
Serious or angry nature
Get out of the
would
fire,
start to spring
idiot.
up at this point. Those of raid leaders chewing out members for failing and properly performing the mechanics of a boss fight.
Yep.
Well,
Crush him was fair than turret.
who the fuck was that? Crush him! What the fuck? Whelps! Left side! Even side! Many whelps! Now handle it! Fuck!
The most prolific of which being
Just like the pause. Fuck. Oh my god, man. It was just so good. And like, these people, by the way, these people weren't like, this wasn't like a put on. Like, they did this for free. Like, this was actually how they acted. This is actually how they talk and everything.
dives, the raid leader of the guild, White Club. Onyxia, at this point, had been slain by numerous guilds.
Yep.
And after some
Still happens.
unsuccessful
Oh, yeah.
attempts, one of the members decided to record what would later become one of the biggest meltdowns in history, the Onyxia wipe animation.
That's a fucking 50 DKP minus!
You have to think that, like, that meme is still used. Like, people still use 50 DKP minus, and, like, that has become a gaming meme in general. An internet meme, period. It is a timeless meme.
What the fuck was that shit?
Much like Leroy, the animation would quickly become popular.
Yep.
And it highlighted the frustrating side of coordinating
people that
40
use that,
people
don't even know
and
what it
clearing
means.
the challenging raids.
Don't play like you're just fucking going through the motions. You'll get your goddamn loot eventually. God damn it!
Yep.
Fucking bullshit!
True,
Yeah,
and,
I know,
and
right?
you know what that was, right? That's like the fucking, the little fucking gray mics on a stand with like the little circular platform that you buy at Circuit City for $19.99. He just knocked that shit over right there. Yep, I have one. Yep, I had the headset, so I was good.
Well, we're all gonna get attacked because we have no warlock here. Nice job, you fucking idiot!
True.
Hey, shut the fuck up! You stupid fuck!
Is that Ragnaros?
These videos would paint players in a much less flattering light,
Fuck
as
yeah,
many
dude.
people would become so obsessed that they would shirk real-life responsibilities
Yep.
and fall out of contact with friends, quit work or school,
Hell yeah.
and in the most extreme cases cause harm to themselves
Damn.
or others. In Korea of June of 2005, the 4-month-old child of a couple would suffocate when left unsupervised for several hours as the parents were playing World of Warcraft in an internet.
See, like, I hate whenever these articles like this comes out, like it's actually the game's fault. Like, this is the game's fault that this happened. Not exactly.
Unsupervised
it's
for
so
several hours
disingenuous.
as the parents were playing World of Warcraft in an internet cafe. The phrase World of Warcrack was coined,
Yep.
shedding light on the dark side of video game addiction,
Fuck yeah,
particularly that of MMOs and the consequences of obsession, something that the media was not shy of reporting,
Oh,
as
yeah.
World of Warcraft, due to its popularity, would find itself at the center of this war against video game addiction.
Hell
games.
yeah.
He's playing them an incredible 16 hours a day. His mother says his personality has changed and that he's become moody and violent.
Bro, like, imagine playing 16 hours a day, you don't even have T1. Bro, like, I mean, for real, like, how do you not have T1 at 16 hours a day? Like, Jesus, man, like, you gotta up your numbers up, man. Like, what are you doing?
His addiction is tearing the family apart.
To many, it was more than a game.
Oh, we
It
watched
was a
this
virtual life with the graphical interface. It attracted people from all walks of life and
Yep.
blended them together in the chaos of this online world. News of the Burning Crusade remained to be scarce as it was still under NDA in the Friends and Family Alpha. A blog post teasing new features would be shared scarcely, but otherwise it was still largely a mystery outside of what was shared at the 2005 BlizzCon. The excitement was palpable.
This was the
and
original
players
Dark
from
Portal.
all over the world
That's what it
couldn't
used to
wait
look
get
like
into the Outland.
before the,
beta test for the
Burning
expansion
Crusade.
started not too long after, as players got to discover and explore its features, and shortly after, World of Warcraft would become the focus of the cartoon series South Park, with their Make Love, Not Warcraft episode.
I remember I watched this episode with my dad at his house whenever it came out. We watched it on television. Because we would watch South Park every time it would come out, right? And so we just watched this one. Yeah, I remember this so well. It was so fucking good. I remember I put a link to this on my MySpace page back whenever it came out.
The episode detailed the boys' fight against a hacker antagonist.
It's a good
and
time.
their struggle with video game addiction.
Oh, that's a big boy, isn't he?
So on release, it was an instant success. Many years later, series co-creator Trey
Yep.
Parker detailed his worries with the episode, revealing that he even tried to get it pulled as he feared that it simply wasn't funny. But
And it was it was the best one of all time. It got voted best one of all time. And also, I remember what I loved about it the most is that all of the everything that they were using in the game were actually like real items. It wasn't just like some bullshit. They actually used real items. Besides Sword of 1,000 Truths, which was hungry and cold. Besides that, it was all the actual items.
I don't think I can hurt him with
history
this.
has shown
No.
the episode would become an
minus the sword.
instant success. And despite the fact that the series at this point now has over 300 episodes, it remains to be one of their most popular to this day.
Yep.
Looks like you're about to get pwned.
Man, being a Frost Mage is nice.
Remember Pwned? Perfectly owned. Holy shit, man. That's some fucking 2004 energy. Oh my god. Yep.
January 16th finally came, and it marked the
Midnight
beginning
releases,
of a new
boys.
era, the official end of vanilla World of Warcraft. People lined up outside of stores and tents in the freezing cold, launch parties were held, and the community was stronger than ever and pulled together with their one shared trait, their fear of women. Their
Both. Yes, exactly. No, it was that was what was. Like, I remember my mom and I, we went there at the midnight release from Burning Crusade because we pre-ordered the game. So back then, pre-ordering a game, the reason why you would pre-order was so the like GameStop or EB Games or Best Buy or wherever you were getting it from knew how many copies to stock.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they'd have like, it was basically like you could go there whenever the game was out and you could be like guaranteed that you would get your game if you had a pre-order. So my mom and I, we pre-ordered the game, and I remember we waited.
That was a sick wipe.
It was at fucking Steak and Shake, and we waited there, and like we drove by the fucking, what was it, the GameStop, and then we were just talking about, wow, we're.
Except for some reason, up Background Spire, and I go into the room with the eggs and run into them. The server crashes XD. I think I had that issue. I don't remember. What version are you on? See, I don't think I had that problem. I would try shutting the server down and running the fixed database tool and see if that fixes it. It sounds stupid, but it might work. If that doesn't work, I'll let somebody know. I don't think I had that issue, but I'm not. My only problem I had with that room, I think, was that the bots triggered all of them to hatch. It was kind of annoying because we wiped.
We were talking about going to the Dark Portal because we were both 60 by then, right? And then we look over and it's like 11:45 and there's like a fucking million people there. And so we rush over and I got my copy of Burning Crusade with my mom the night of BC release, man. And it was the same day that I don't have it up right now because I think it's in a wash. It's the night that I got her to buy me that shirt, the Burning Crusade shirt, man. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Can you buy me this shirt too? She's like, yep. I go home, I play that shit all night. I wake up the next day, I swear to God.